Gotta stitch this thing up with this hair thing here. Keep some of that wood material out of there.
Yep.
Easier to wash later.
So we have an unusual week here at the Crunchy Cultures kitchen, and Robert is getting ready to sand. Yes, sand the floor. Some of you might know, but this building is, it's a very old building, and the new owners are doing various different remodeling projects, a lot of them for us, a lot of them for them upstairs. And today's project, we are going to get started on, well, Robert is going to be sanding the floor in this room in here. So, see, plans have changed a bit, and you all remember that this used to be our walk-in cooler until the owner built one upstairs. And see, what happened was, it took us about 4 days to realize that this walk-in is not large enough for all of us. So, this one is no longer going to be the heated kombucha room. It is actually going to be turned back into a more functional, better walk-in unit. And part of that is this floor is not sealed and it has to be sealed. And there's some basic stuff, like this stuff needs to be kind of cleaned up. And the main issue that we had with this unit is that it is run by like an air conditioner with like a cool bot. It's not run by like a technical walk-in unit. So the problem with that is totally fine. It keeps temperature most of the time. But during the summer, that AC unit is actually outside currently, and the sun blasting down on it would cause it to freeze and like literally freeze and stop working. It took all of us paying attention to make sure that the temperatures didn't rise in there. And so they're actually going to be relocating the unit inside, with proper ventilation and all that blah blah blah, so that can't happen, and it'll just run consistently throughout the year. So the owner only has so much time, obviously. So we are, well, not we. He asked if Robert would be willing to sand the floor in there to kind of expedite the timeline of getting the floor sealed. And while they are seal coating the floors in there, the stuff that they use, the package or the box or whatever that they use, is far more than what needs to be done in there. So this floor in here also needs to be cleaned out, cleared out and cleaned so that he can use the extra in here to reseal coat the floors in here. But he can't reseal coat the floor when the whole dang thing is full. So that is my job today, is going to be cleaning out just about everything in here that is ours. Not everything in here is ours. So I'm just gonna be emptying stuff out of here, trying to do a little bit of organizing. I'm also gonna be doing some organizing in our fermentation room in there, all of those things, all of those boring blah, 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 blah things. But those are what our day is made of today. And Robert is putting on a hairnet and a beard net because hopefully that will help to eliminate some of the sand or some of the dust, the wood particles getting into his hair, which, he's got some curly hair. So if he gets stuff in his hair, it's kind of hard to get out.
I got afro. You see, it takes
You got the afro
trying
puff.
to protect it from the wood shavings a little bit better.
Save
This
some
stuff,
time
yeah,
later
so
on.
washing that stuff out of there, oh, it's not fun.
No.
But one day this afro will be gone, so I'll just shave it off at some point.
But the beard stays in some capacity.
Some capacity.
Always and forever.
Cut it really, really.
Not that short.
That short. Not
No.
that.
For anybody wondering, he has a beard because I like it. That is probably the only
No,
reason that he has
well,
it.
I would have a beard too, but
Not that long.
not that long though.
But I love his long beard. But I also understand the practicalities of it, especially during the summer when we're processing food. It takes a lot to make sure that it all stays contained because obviously we don't want to have beard hair in anybody's food. So I know you can't see it, but he's always wearing a beard net, just so you know.
Yeah, well, I'll be shaving a lot of stuff down.
You'll be shaving the head, but not the face.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be hot and stuff, and I'm sweating a lot, so.
Yeah, he's
we'll
gonna be
change it.
doing markets and stuff, and just having a clear head, a bald head, and a shorter beard. It's kind of the obvious move. No matter how much it sucks.
What's going on?
You having fun?
Yeah.
Can you you breathe?
Yeah, it's not bad, not bad. A little bit of wood, shavy, it's not too bad. It's working out. I got like maybe 1/20th done. Got a little bit more.
Just a bit.
Just gotta get the broom and sweep it out a little bit. So I got this, you can tell the
Nice little
difference.
square. Yep.
With this here and this over here. And I'm gonna put this back over here in the corner.
Yeah.
So I'll sweep around here real quick. Yeah. Maybe a little bit more here and then put this back.
Cool.
So far so good. You see the sander?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still holding form really well. Still has its little ridges on there.
Yeah.
It's nice. I'm gonna change this out too real quick.
Cool. It's very sawdusty in here. We're both basically done. All that's left in here is a table with stuff, a kegerator, and our shelf of dishes and stuff. And we need those in order to process the kombucha. I don't know if you can tell, but there's a bit of an echo in here now. Robert finished sanding the floor. Everything is just basically done. Robert and I are both considerably pooped. Once I got in cleaning mode, I got into what the ADHD folks call might as well principle. And so I did an incredibly deep clean because we have to clean the floors anyways before the owner can actually come through and put the coating on top of it. And over here, right there, you know, in various different places, there's like the paint is chipped on the floor. Over here is just some like rust stains from the people who were here before. They had a bunch of freezers lined up against the wall, and you know, they got rusty being directly on the floor. And then cleaning up the moldings that are along the side of the walls just gave everything like a massive deep clean. So it's very clean in here. I'm very happy about it, but I'm also very exhausted. So is Robert. I think he's actually waiting in the car for me. So I'm gonna go home and we'll see you guys back here later. Today I am actually going to be doing something a little bit different. I have a pound of our organic homegrown pork with about 1.5 tablespoons to 2 tablespoons of butter. I did not measure. And our eggs are kind of lackluster these days. It's February, so obviously that is going to happen. We've actually had pretty good luck with ducks, or with chicken eggs this year. I think it's because we have very young hens and they have continued to lay, you know, pretty regularly throughout the winter, but we just don't have, we only have 3 today, so I figured I'd save it up and use it tomorrow. So, and then on top of that, I'm gonna put a gigantic, ridiculous amount of jalapeno kraut, basically a lot. I would say it's probably like a cup. Remember, when the jar is empty, you always want to make sure to save the brine, use it, drink it, whatever you want to do. And then, instead of the eggs, I'm gonna put some organic guacamole on top. I am almost entirely, well, I guess not entirely. I am mostly carnivore with some additions, and most of those additions come in the form of fermented foods and drinks. But today, that's gonna come in the form of some guacamole. And then if we have any extra vegetables from our fermentation business, I will sometimes have that, like I'll cook up some cabbage or something like that. But for the most part, it's just meat and fermented stuff. So this is going to be my meal today. I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for joining us. Peace out, sauerkraut.